a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational. So then how do you reduce? Very simple. People say, oh, Charlie, how do you stop school shootings? I don't know. How did we stop shootings at baseball games? Because we have armed guards outside of baseball games. That's
Well, sir, I don't think anybody here would deny that when you send your chickens out in the morning from your barnyard, those chickens will return that evening to your barnyard, not your neighbor's barnyard. I think this is a prime example of the devil's chickens coming back home to roost. That the chickens that he sent out, the violence that he's perpetrated in other countries, here and abroad, be it 4 children in Birmingham or Medgar Evers or Lumumba over in Africa, I think this same violence has come back to claim one of their own.
It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. The whole crew is in here. Jay Black is in here. Dr. Aaron Smith is in here. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
What a day!
What a day!
Good morning, Asha. Thankful Thursday.
What a day. Thankful Thursday. Thankful that we've all made it to another Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends show. We've all woke up this morning breathing in and breathing out. We are here in whatever form, whatever you're going through. You woke up, so you got another 24 hours to do what you want to do. And
another shot at it.
Another shot. Well, shot at it. Don't use that word. Don't use it.
What you mean? No. Yeah, I'm shooting for the stars, man.
Yeah, hey, like Nas said, they shooting.
I'm aiming for success.
Morning, LaShawn.
Yeah. So good morning. Let's get to good mornings. I ain't got much. Like it's 9/11. I had a whole 9/11 show.
Oh yeah, 9/11.
I had every breakdown of 9/11 and what really happened. And I can't control what y'all be doing out in these streets.
Yeah. Play one of them. Though. At some point in the show.
I'll see if I can find one of them now. I can't control what y'all do with your gatherings. I can't control. I don't know what type of security you got. When I do a comedy show, when I used to host clubs, the first question we would ask is, what type of security you got? Listen, I can't control what's going on out here in these streets. I can't control what's going out in these Utah streets.
Miss Parker.
Sometimes you gotta watch security.
Yeah,
so I've heard.
I mean, I got a little clip about the signals that were being done behind me. I'm gonna have Jay Black actually make it a little bigger on the screen because you can see it. Well,
I thought they had hearing impaired security guards at one point. There was so many hand things going on. I said maybe they're deaf. Maybe there's somebody that's deaf back there.
Tosh, what up, Tosh? Good
And
morning,
just
Tosh.
to level everything out, there was
Good
a
morning,
topic.
I'll be back
There was
there
a
in Fraser.
topic we talked about. Good morning. There's a topic that we talked about yesterday, last week with Jussie Smollett. Well, Monty wasn't here. She wasn't here to join in, so she wants to join in today on Here's the Thing. And I told her, and when she said that, I said, you know what? We need some mindless distractions to get into. I said, you know, that would lighten everything up. I got a funny feeling. Now,
little juicy smoke.
I thought after yesterday's show,
KT,
after the inner struggles that the Takeover Legend family had to go through,
I
thought this was going to be a show that I purposely we're going to do 9/11 and then we're going to have a bunch of fun. But y'all can't never let nobody have no fun. Y'all can't never let nobody. Y'all can't never let nobody. And
this is fun for me. I do this I do this every day. I like this. You know, I like the deep dives and the political. You know, it's right up my alley.
So let's get to
Good morning, Afro.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Everybody rocking.
Yes, Tosh wanted to know, are we cool again from yesterday's show? She want to make sure everybody cool, right? Everybody cool. Yes, everybody. We always cool.
She said Harlem Shaking. I thought they was joking on the situation yesterday in Utah. I'm about to say Harlem Shaking. I said, I said they going hard early. They said the Bulls Harlem Shaking. I said, oh no. Now I saw a shirt popping up, you know, defying physics. I did see the shirt popping up, and I was like, how does shirt pop up? But that's a different story. I did see I saw that part, and I was like, how something hits you this way, but your shirt go that way? Unless, you know, I'm in the Screen Actors Guild. I'll just say that I'm in the Screen Actors Guild.
So listen. Jay Black, how was your night?
My night, Wheel of Fortune, Big Brother, all my shows, all the family's good. My boy got a little sore throat with the allergies, and he's missing his first day of school today. This first day of school to New Year. But yeah, other than that, hopefully it ain't nothing contagious that I can catch. He heal up quickly. You know, everything good. Everything's good in the bush. Lady Q was upset a little bit about yesterday's show because somebody called and told Coco that she was coming for his neck, and that turned into something within our household. But outside of that, I know we got a lot going on today, but you know, I was able to calm her down. No, send him a voicemail. Tell him I said this. Tell him well, who told him that I came? I want to know who. I want to know who told him that I was
face my accuser. You have the right to face your accuser. You know?
You got the right.
Hey, it's the same. I guess it's the same person that I addressed yesterday when I said you conveniently told half the story to Coco. I don't know. I don't know who that person is, but I addressed it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just a figure of speech that he's using. I don't know. Maybe it's a figure of speech. Maybe he watches portions of it and then just say, I don't know.
He said, I told him, I said, just go watch the show, because obviously I got to defend my wife. But at this, you know, like wife or your cousin, like you got. But I know she didn't come at his neck. She called out some things that she believed to be factual, but you need to watch the show to get the full context to understand before we start accusing.
Well, Jay.
Also, I think it's important to note
that he was alone. He felt like even Lady Q coming at me like, damn, like I ain't got nobody.
No. I think Coco needs to realize that you were just defending the institution of marriage.
There you go. See?
The institution. It's about the institution. There you go, right? Institution. No, but plus, I was thinking yesterday. I was laughing to myself because I was like, "Oh, good, my son's about to get card. He's going to school. We're doing a show, like Kamari be saying. Sometimes we're podding. Like, I hope people don't think that I'm really walking outside and going to church and yelling, "You dumbass nigga!" Like we do these things in sound bites. Apart, I don't think you're really an unintelligent individual. Like we're having fun. If we were just talking on the phone, we might just be like, "Hey, Mike, what's up? Yeah, that was crazy, man. I saw what happened in Utah." But on the show, we'll be like, "Whoa, did you see what happened?" We're doing a show. And sometimes people seem to like take the show like we're really talking about the people. It's like, yo, we don't know y'all personally like that. And I said it in the chat yesterday. We love Coco, just not the popo. Like, it's nothing personal, bro. Like,
everybody stop for a second. Please tell your son his hair is on fire. He is ready for that first.
Jimmy in the joint. Fresh cut.
That's what I'm That's what
Looking
I'm
like you're in
talking about.
Amigos. Okay,
When you go to that
Amigos.
first day of school, you gotta let them know.
Well, no,
Things,
this is the second week for us. You know, we're
oh, the second week.
Montgomery
Oh, the
County.
second week. Oh, okay,
But we
okay,
did come from the barbershop yesterday, so yes, we fresh. But give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna just check the doors and everything, and I'll be right back.
All right, go do
All
your
right,
thing.
all
We're
right,
gonna put
all
you in
right,
the green
all right.
room.
We can put them in the break right now.
Yeah. So I mean, we ain't got much to talk about except what there is,
Either way,
what there is to talk about. That's
Lady
all
Q
it
don't
is.
play. Morning, Lady
What there is to
Q.
talk about is what there is to talk
Rashida.
about.
Good morning, Rashida. Everybody's cousin. Good morning.
My day was fine. Don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal.
Listen, when we're on the show, you take it personal, and then when you're off the show, you don't take it personal no more. That's what it is. That's the science to this.
But when the show comes to you after the show, and then you want to figure it out, I can see how, because the show is over. But now, I heard your wife was well, he didn't say your wife. I heard Lady Q. He felt alone, and that's when I told Lady Q. I said, "You came at Coco? What? Who said that?" And then you realize you say something. I probably shouldn't even have. I didn't even need to say that out loud. Like sometimes,
yeah, just the same way you should have felt that I probably didn't need to play that video yesterday. You do it all the time.
Shelly said her son's going to temple. I didn't tell Doc that, so we got to pray he's starting his temple.
All right, let's go.
Pray
Let's
for
go.
her son.
Let's
He's
go.
traveling
Let's go.
over
Let's go.
TU for mass.
Pray for my travel.
Community
My
class.
son is going to yes.
I don't know if that's what that means. Probably
mass communications.
All right.
Yes.
Well, that's
Go ahead,
good. Get your education on.
Shelly.
Here's the issue. Tell Coco
Here's the
it ain't
issue.
like that.
Here's the issue. Tell Coco ain't like that. We're supposed to be speaking. Take it as a hit dog holler. If it don't apply, let it fly. Damn. That's why he mad. Yeah, I mean, good morning, blessings, and everybody. Good morning, Asha.
Good morning.
I mean,
Mike, so your day. Go ahead.
Let's be clear. Well, y'all comments be getting under people's skin. Y'all get under my skin.
What? Good morning, Ashley.
Y'all do.
Ashley.
Y'all be sitting up there trying to get under people's skin. I know y'all. I've been around y'all for a long time.
People speak their truth, and if it gets
under your skin, to
get their point across.
No,
I know when I say stuff, I say to get my point across.
To get under people's skin. There's a way you can say things and a way you can text things. There's a way y'all want to y'all use your comments the way y'all want to use it. It's all good. It's all good. But when you're part of this show, he's been part of this show long enough. He has been part of this show long enough.
Stacey Mitchell, she want all the smoke, so she don't care.
Yeah,
I know. Like, deal with it. Get over it.
You gonna tell me these people don't be trying to get under people's skin? Yes, they do. We all do.
I don't think
y'all, they purposely do it. The words y'all choose, the phrases y'all choose. I know what y'all do. We all do it. We all in this together.
See, Lady
I don't
Q says she
try to get under y'all skin when I'm fighting. Lady Q.
With the YTs, she online fighting everybody. This whole Charlie Clerk shooting.
I don't even know why you even making yourself part of it. You already know it was gonna make him a martyr. You already know. You already know CNN.
I just said that. I said, well, he's a hero.
You already know CNN was gonna throw a man who spread violence, not violence in shooting people, but his thought process. Here's the thing, Monty Voice. These comments ain't nothing.
Okay.
But you knew they was gonna turn a man who said Martin Luther King was awful, who said the Civil Rights Act was a bad thing. You knew they was gonna turn him to what they was gonna turn him into. You knew that's what they were gonna do. So I don't even get irritated. I just stopped watching. I knew.
No, you was addicted. That shooting yesterday, I was
addicted. Watching the Mets get blown out by the Phillies. I was watching this show on Netflix called You. I'm not going to sit there and watch the propaganda when I know it's the propaganda.
Wait, fighting the folks on YT. Facebook is different. No, Lady Q, she fight them all. Facts, Mike.
These people are in a war that they don't even know they're in. They're in a whole different war right now. It's a whole different war. Like they really have a movement that's being
But that's
attacked.
what they said, though. That's what all the Fox News, because I watched that just to see what their opposing view. They said we are at war and what y'all gonna do about it. I was like, oh shit, you talking about
their movement is being their movement, the white nationalist movement is being attacked. Y'all go ahead. when you start speaking against
Here go the
against
conspiracy. He ain't dead. No, that blood was shooting out that artery. But go ahead.
when you're speaking out against Jews and you're speaking it out against Israel, and you're saying, and I got the clips. You guys got a whole nother war going on right now. This is a whole it's insider trading. They're fighting amongst each other.
You mad at comments on the internet when you could just log off? Please, Tasha ain't trying to hear all that mad at comments.
We all get mad. We all get. Stop talking like you above somebody. You
just
get
log
mad
off.
at comments on the internet too.
Just log off, block them. She said, keep it pushing.
They claim this is a political war. It is. Whether y'all want to admit, it is. That's them. It's the first time in my lifetime I've ever seen it.
At war with who though? Who they saying we're at war with?
Oh, they're feeling. There are people speaking now. White nationalists saying, "Why are you putting Israel first?" And they're talking about why you put, because Israel runs the government that you voted in, and they ran the government that we voted in. Like this is the problem here. My man Charlie was my man is an example on my man Charlie. When was Charlie speaking on? Let me see if I got this.
We got Charlie Kirk clips.
Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, here's Charlie right here. Here's Charlie speaking about the Jews right
have
here.
been pushing the exact kind of hatred. Jewish communities have been pushing the exact kind of hatred against whites that they claim to want people to stop using against them. Now, I don't like generalizations. Not every Jewish person believes that. But it is true the Anti-Defamation League was part and parcel with Black Lives Matter. It is true that some of the largest financiers of left-wing anti-white causes have been Jewish Americans. They went all in on woke, and it wasn't just ADL. It was some of the top Jewish organizations in the country that have done that. In fact, we have seen this with the recent retreat of Jewish donations that are no longer going to be administered to colleges, right? Mark Rowan, Leon Copperman. Can we get that full list? It's very powerful. The part of the, so that's totally true. By the way, Tucker Carlson reinforces this. So I'm going to it was quite a day on the internet. Tucker Carlson was interviewing Candace Owens. We have Candace Owens coming up next hour. And Tucker Carlson mentions that Jewish Americans have primarily been financing cultural Marxist ideas. We said this, by the way, last week, and people came after us.
Listen, there's a whole nother war going on here.
Wait. I'm at the light so I can do what I was trying to do. Huh? What they arguing about?
Yeah.
Oh, they got something going on. Let me leave my seat back. Huh? My enemies fight with other enemies? Oh, okay. Wait.
Listen, was he a racist? Yes. Was he pushing pro-racist ideas? Yes. But we ain't did it.
Here you go with the words. I'm more inclined to believe it was a sacrifice over it being staged.
We ain't did it. Whatever it was, y'all, they can't point the finger at us. There's a war going on between them.
So you showed the clip of the boy. You showed the clip of the dude with the green shirt yet? Did you show that one? Oh, that's coming up later.
What's the green shirt?
The dude that was standing next to him with his arm under his arm, like the Kennedy driver.
Yeah.
You know, because there was a theory with Kennedy where people were saying if he got shot from the back, why'd his head go back this way if he got shot from the back? And people were saying the driver did it or the bodyguard. And they showed like the bodyguard, in the front seat turned back, and then Kennedy's head went back. People look at the physics.
I'll play it for you early. And Jay, just see if you can make it a little bigger. See if you can make it a little bigger.
You gotta probably email it to me. No, I can't make you.
Well, I'm gonna show that right there. That's a signal right there. It's gonna be shown again. We're gonna come right back to it. This guy right here, right there. Watch this.
The guy with the white hat?
No, the black, okay, right there.
Okay,
he just made a
both
baseball.
of them. The white hat does the hat thing, and then the other guy does the.
Yeah, send it to me. You send it to me. I can zoom in.
But this guy right there is like a third base coach giving a hitter a sign. Look. He just gave him a sign. And back.
Oh, he did the.
Look. I mean, come on. What? I don't know.
But you still need to be able to take the shot and have the aim right because he moved. Like he's moving, so you can give, I guess, the signal that it's okay to go when it's time to go.
He's trained.
No, y'all got to slow it down. I'm talking about the other guy.
Yeah, but you're talking about the other guy. The other guy has that too. But this guy, look at what he does before. The other guy does the hat. The other guy does the hat, and then this guy, he does his signal right here. Watch what he does with his arm. He taps. He lifts his arm, taps his arm. He goes like this and taps his arm.
But I don't know if I'm gonna be right behind you or next to you if I know shots coming towards you. I don't know about that.
Okay, freeze it right there. Freeze it. You gotta freeze it. I can tell you what I'm talking about. You gotta freeze it when they're all standing next to him. I'm talking about, yes, Mike is right. I was mentioning the guy in the white hat. And Mike is absolutely right. There's a guy that does the sign. But wait,
the guy in the white hat right there.
Freeze. You gotta freeze it.
He said, Paul.
No, but you gotta freeze it. Freeze
the
it.
Technology ain't that
fast. The guy
fast.
with his arms.
The technology
the
ain't
guy
that
with
fast.
his arms folded.
Mm-hmm.
You see the guy with his arms folded next to him?
The bald head guy, white boy, to his left.
The guy that just backed up. Did you see him?
Yeah, he backed up. I saw him to his left. Mm-hmm.
People, but if you go slow or freeze it, people are saying that he had his gun out under his arm and that he did it. I don't know what happened, but people are saying, look at him.
You're talking about this dude. You're talking about, okay, I got it. Hold on.
And he's going to be that good of a shot without looking.
That guy right there.
Stop.
Right
I
there.
do see the motion, like it's like boom, and then he.
But look, what is that under his arm? Did you see? Did you see under his arm? What is he holding then? I'm not saying he did it. I'm just asking what's going on. What is that? What just happened? And why did he respond like that? He's the only one that responded like he knew what happened. Everybody else responded like, what's going on? He responded like, get in formation. He was on point with that.
That guy right there. Oh,
and there's video zooming in on him too. And somebody said that I just watched the guy in the green shirt, Merc Charlie. Like there's comments saying all these things.
It's right here. And what?
What's that under his arm? What is under his arm when
right
after the...
I got it.
And then, wow, how slow can I make this go? No, I can't drag it.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, the internet's already doing it, so they watch.
Look. Oh, he shot him and he walked off.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I mean, we don't know what happened, but dude, I'm saying, but if you watch videos of people really shooting people close range, everybody else is in panic, everybody else is in disarray, everybody else is confused. The person who did it is always like, I planned that and I'm leaving. There's a different energy to the person that did it when you watch people walk up on people and shoot people on videos.
Watch him walk right off.
His energy was different.
Watch.
Ain't nothing under his arm. Hold on.
What?
No, there's something there. There's something there. I don't know if it's a newspaper or what. It's not his hand. Watch after. Watch under his arm.
And he just walks off.
And put something away. It looked like. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who did what. I'm just saying it looks suspicious. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
How do you know which way to go? Like I wouldn't know which way to turn. I wouldn't know where the shot came from.
He just dipped off.
He was moving the most deliberate on that stage after basically the same time Charlie was falling.
It did look like he
very
jerked
deliberate
at the same time. It looked like he jerked at. It looked like, let me see.
But I'm talking about even his motions. He was moving very deliberately. He seemed certain about what he was doing next. Nobody else did. Nobody in the crowd did. People were ducking, jumping, stepping on each other. Everybody was very confused. He did not look confused. He's moving differently than everybody else. That we can agree on. Other people look unsure. He's moving with certainty. I don't know who did what or if he had anything, but I will say that. That's what my eyes are seeing. I'm seeing that with my eyes, that he's moving differently than the other people on the stage.
Wow.
And I am seeing people do mad sign language right before he's allegedly got shot. I'll keep it all alleged.
Yeah, it's something to look at because the reaction did simultaneously go with the shot.
Well, let's be clear, y'all. Let's be clear. Whatever you believe. How about we're not talking about a team? No, we're not. I mean, obviously,
Epstein who? Yeah.
I mean, that's another. But
no, you're right. We got to make sure we keep that got to be right there with it. Where's the list? Got to be part of the conversation every day. Where's the list?
But you did see the sniper on the roof running across, right? You did see the little glimpse.
Yeah, yep, saw that too. Alleged sniper.
Listen.
But they saying the guy's still on the run, right? They saying the guy's still on the run?
He Nori right now. He's on the run. Yeah.
But listen.
So who's the guy they locked up? Who's that old guy? They just grabbed him.
They let him go. They said it was a mistake.
It was some type of indecent exposure or some type of stuff he got. I mean, his pants were down. When they arrested him,
he picked the wrong time. He picked a bad time to be doing that, Mike. He picked a bad time.
No,
he said, I'm just gonna be another ass freak bull. He said, not today, OG.
They had him in handcuffs with his pants around his ankles. What?
You know, people say caught with your pants down. He got caught with your pants down. It was literal. It was literal. He got caught with his pants down. Come on, Grandpa. Grandpa said he's a Charlie Kirk fan for real. He said, come on, Grandpa. I come to see Charlie. Okay.
My point is, whatever happened was a plan. You ain't gonna get me to believe nothing else. You ain't gonna get me to believe that this dude just randomly I just don't believe it.
You read a comment?
I don't believe nothing. I don't believe none of it.
I don't believe nothing. And that's why
especially
I'm not
on 9/11.
And guess what? Especially on 9/11, the biggest setup in the history of setups allegedly ever.
Allegedly.
This is why I'm not arguing with people in the comments. Y'all go figure that out.
They think. Everybody's free to have their own perspective and opinion.
Let's not turn this show into aiding in his capture. Today is already starting off on the right neck. Damn, what?
The right track. That might have been a Freudian slip based on what's going on in the world right now, Utah. But I think she meant the right track. I hope she meant the right track.
Yeah, you know what she meant. You know exactly what she meant.
Harlem Shake.
From where they say the shooter was, there's no way he shot from there. If you watch closely, the blood splatter goes up his neck. The guy in the roof was a decoy. It was all dog.
I'm glad that y'all analyzing. I thank you, because I was a little anxious to get on the show today, because I was like, because I always say to people, no matter what happened and no matter what we believe, historically, the narrative, the popular traditional narrative, is never the truth.
Never.
Kennedy, King, World War I, Vietnam, I don't care what you name, 9/11, what they said in the beginning, weapons of mass destruction, whatever you are hearing in the media is not the truth. I don't know what is the truth. People always say, well, what do you think? Well, how do you know? What is that? I don't know what the truth is, but I know what the truth is not, and the truth is never what they're telling us. So I'm glad that the people watching are like, I'm thinking for myself. That I'm pleased about, and I'm happy to be on the show, because I thought it was going to be an uphill battle today to be like, hey, at least consider this stuff, guys. All of the things they're saying might not be the case. I don't know how much is true and what's a lie. I don't know if it's a blood pack, if he died, if it's a setup.
That could be done though, right? 200 yards. If you're a trained shooter, like that's nothing.
Oh yeah, 400 could be done. 400 could be done, but he's saying that the guy was up there, and somebody said this, similar to Butler, PA. After the melee, people looked up on the roof and the guy was still laying down. Why would you still be in sniping prone position if you already successfully hit your target? Wouldn't you be leaving?
You don't want people to
the guy on stage moves so fast. Why wouldn't the shooter move fast?
No, I can see that, because I'm like, I'm make sure nobody know I'm up here.
You watch too many movies. You don't shoot somebody and just sit there and be like, let me just make. They don't see me. They don't see me.
Everybody's gonna look for you.
But I want to say this. I want to say this. The reaction of everybody except that one person is what a real assassination looks like. Not what happened with Trump.
Yeah, if this was staged, the crowd was not in on it.
The crowd was not in. He just walks away, my dude. He
backs up.
He can't unsee it.
Look, he just goes.
No, something's in his hand. Something's in his hand. It might not be a gun. It could be a newspaper. I don't know. It could have been his phone.
What was in his hand prior to that? Before he folded his arms. Let me see.
Before that, he backs up and gets in that position. He's in front of Charlie. If you see another video, he backs up and gets in that position.
Now you got me staring at his hand to see if there's something in his hand.
I don't know. Either way, it's something ain't right. That's all I can say.
And the way
and it's just like when you're walking home by yourself, you don't need to know what ain't right to move accordingly. And any woman watching knows exactly what I'm talking about. If your sixth sense is telling you something ain't right, you don't need to see the person. You don't need to know if they're actually trying to grab you. You get on point, you put your head on swivel, and you don't trust it. And that's all I'm saying. I don't know the particulars, and guess what? They might be wrong, but I'd rather be safe than
This
sorry.
ain't no
I don't trust
conspiracy,
it, and I'm not
Doc.
going to trust it.
Let's not overthink it. We saw what we saw in 4K.
Yeah, but what you saw.
What did we see?
What did you see?
What did we see?
You saw somebody hit his artery and he bled out immediately.
Yeah.
That's what we
So
saw.
what do you mean there's no conspiracy? There's a conspiracy on why and who shot him. And what was the agenda behind it? He was
Even
shot
that
in the
part, we
neck.
watched somebody get murdered in front of thousands. Even if what you're saying is true, like Mike said, it's still a conspiracy. People most likely conspired to make that happen. That's a conspiracy. Two people working together.
He said it was one person.
Craig said the bullet comes out the side. He was shot in the neck. If you shoot from the front, the bullet goes out the back. The bullet comes out the side of his neck. Play it again and watch. It comes out. But why are we watching it?
Oh, you saw the bullet fly out?
He's saying it came out. It was out the side of his neck.
Someone by that marksman a steak dinner. K-Day. I don't know. Should people be happy? They saying you shouldn't be happy someone lost his life. They said this man was out there. That was the first day of his tour. Although they did say they didn't want him there, and there was a bunch of people petitioning not to go there, and he still went. But he's still a 31-year-old white supremacist that had a wife and 2 kids.
But so let's do the math. If you know, for those who know anything about, see, this one need Coco. But no, anybody knows anything about law enforcement, military, special operations, right? When they send somebody to take somebody out, even unsuccessfully, they said try to kill Castro like 30 times or more, right? Do they have a backup plan or not? Yes or no? The answer is yes.
Yeah, I was there.
No, the answer is yes. So even if what y'all saying is right, it was a shoot on the roof. 9 times out of 10, when somebody is trying to take someone out, there is usually a plan B in case the plan A doesn't work. So both things can be true. If the first shooter missed, we're gonna bet. That's why I say Kennedy got hit twice with 1 bullet and all that. You know, Kennedy got hit, and then later on, you see his head go back again, right? Some people say that there was 2 shooters. That was the whole debate with Kennedy. So let's not act like just because somebody, even if you believe that somebody shot him on the roof, somebody else still could have been there to make sure, just in case. Like, they both could be true. It's not a conspiracy. It's not some big theory. You know, like just understand that both things can be true. Even if you think that somebody on the roof shot somebody, there's nothing to say that there wasn't somebody to make sure, just in case, that he wasn't keep spewing the hate. Well, if it don't work out on the roof, we got it on the stage. And that's not far-fetched. That's the norm. That's the norm. What you're saying will be far-fetched. One lone shooter just goes on the roof with 1 bullet and just makes it lucky enough to go right through his neck, and then somehow gets seen on the roof on tape by thousands of people, but makes it away. That's more unlikely than what we're saying.
Of course it is.
The story that they put out, if you put it in, if ChatGPT said, what's the probability and likelihood of somebody taking 1 shot from 250 yards and then not getting caught out, your story is more unlikely. Your story is the wacky one. That's wacky. Really? 1 shot right through the neck and got away on a college campus where they already have all kind of parameters and they plan. Do you know what the cops do and what they do, what security does before an event like that? They do sweeps. Oh, have a good day, man. Love you, brother. I'm gonna pick up line, drop a line. But yes,
black
you know.
Man. Good.
But seriously, they plan the day before. They look at the angles of where people might try to attack, just like they did in Butler. Like they do all this. So for him to have done that and then got away, and took that 1 shot and just like, really, like that's.
He was a racist and spewed hate. May the devil rest his soul. Now, when she said that, I saw Asha had sent us this clip, Mike.
Clip somewhere that you were trying to get the officer who murdered George Floyd pardon, and I just want to know what your reasoning was about that.
Well, George Floyd didn't die because of the police officer. He died largely because of a drug overdose.
But he had his knee on his neck. And we all saw the video.
But the knee on the neck is actually an approved police technique that police departments taught Derek Chauvin to use. Do you know that George Floyd was saying I couldn't breathe well before that restraining technique? And
so why'd they use the technique if he already couldn't breathe?
Well, because he was actually resisting arrest, and they had to restrain him, and they restrained him in a way that they were taught to do, which is the knee on the neck technique.
Okay, so when does the like technique end? Like when they die? Like he said he couldn't.
No, I mean the technique ends when the individual stops resisting arrest. His cause of death was not asphyxiation; it was drug overdose.
So, but this is the person that people want you to feel sorry for. But go ahead. I just wanted to play that.
Listen, you don't have to feel anything. You feel the way you want to feel.
No, they say it's a human life. You should feel something.
We don't give a fuck about human lives. We give a fuck about human lives when it's convenient. That's when we bring that up. When we kill somebody, when we killed Saddam Hussein, was there anybody going, you know he had a family, right?
There's good people on both sides. No, go ahead.
Nobody was saying that.
Yeah.
No, nobody was saying that. Like you can't, and you know, and hey, I'll let other white people speak for white people. I ain't gonna. I'll let this man say what he gotta say.
I ain't shocked by the Charlie Kirk shit at all. Where I'm from, right or wrong, if you do things that negatively impact other people's lives, there's a chance that could cost you your life. Like say you put hands on your old lady. She goes back to her parents' house, beaten and bloody, and then her little brother sees it, decides he's had enough. He goes over to that house and he puts 3 in your chest. Ultimately, he's dead because the little brother decided to pull the trigger, but we're going to act like the hillbilly didn't have no part to play in that? Or maybe it's because I'm on the side that has historically had all of the consequences heaped upon them. Like we're the ones who always get assassinated. Harry T. Moore, Medgar Evers, Huey Long, Harvey Milk, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Fred Hampton, the list goes on. None of them wanted to die. And to be sure, they died because someone came and pulled the trigger. They didn't make that decision. But we're going to act like that decision wasn't visited upon them because they decided to challenge the status quo, because they decided to negatively impact the ruling class. Now I've got a situation where I have an individual who has spent the last decade trying to strip the humanity away from everybody that he deemed lesser, out here impacting the lives of thousands, if not millions of people negatively. And I'm supposed to pretend like there are going to be no consequences. Again, whenever you do the type of things that impact, you don't know how you're impacting people's lives. You have no idea what your words or how they will affect somebody. We recognize this as leftists. I understand there's going to be people who don't like the shit that I have to say. It's cops right now who would love to put me in a bag. I get that. I go do it anyway because I believe that what I'm talking is worth dying for. I hope that Charlie Kirk feels the same, because whenever you get out here and you do the type of things that impact people negatively, you need to expect that those people you negatively impact are going to come visit consequences upon you. For right or wrong, it doesn't matter. In my world, that's the reality, and you should expect that it's going to come whether it does or not. I expect my retribution to come from the ruling class. Charlie Kirk is going to have to look out for it from every minority group that he's ever demonized. Moral of the story is, if you're going to be out here trying to impact people's lives negatively, you better believe in what the fuck it is you're fighting for.
Bars.
I mean, it's. Did we lose Doc? Doc,
we lost Doc. I look like Kamari's ready. Doc trying to come back in, I believe. Things to remember about Charlie Kirk, what he said. Mike, you want to read a couple of them?
Yeah, I mean, these are all the stuff. I mean, he said it was a mistake to pass the Civil Rights Act in 1964. He called Martin Luther King awful and said he was not a good person. He said gay pride is a sin. He said the Second Amendment is worth the cost of some gun deaths.
So he stood on what he believed.
That's what he did. Kamar's in the building. What up, Kamar?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Listen, the movement, this is consistent. No matter whether you agree with the movement or don't agree with the movement, what Charlie was standing for, I absolutely think it's despicable. I think it's despicable. But when you cross the line and you start going against something that's advantageous for the government in power, you will be removed. And ironically, I didn't think the rules stood for everybody, but they stand for everybody. When you start talking about Israel, and you start talking about what the Jewish community is doing and what people in power are doing, which is what he was talking about. Yes, he's a racist. He crossed the line, and this is what happens when somebody stands for something. That's what happens.
I love KD's in it.
What's amazing to me is all this guy did was talk. He didn't do anything. So everybody's flying the flag at half-staff, PA, the United States. He hasn't done anything. Why is he worthy of all of this information? He hasn't done anything except being a racist.
White supremacy.
But we're going to salute that. So
yeah, that's good. Trump did say he wanted the flags at half mast. I guess, but Trump had an issue with Jimmy Carter doing it, right? And Lady Q said, he ain't never do the flags half staff with all them kids got shot up at the school.
He didn't do it for the Congress people who lost their lives. But this is, do you understand? This is the diabolical brilliance of it. Use this in their favor, even though they may be the ones who actually made it happen. So it's this Christian nationalists who are now speaking that America and white people and anti-whiteness, and that includes Israel, is going against them. But these are the people who voted these people in. What they don't know is the people that they're saying that are anti-white run this country more than they will ever in any 12 million years ever do. Doug, go ahead.
So it's funny, right? And I don't talk about this a lot because I know it's hard for some people to talk about. And I'm not saying color doesn't matter. But when we get to the root of the issue, color doesn't matter. Money does. Power does. The most elite don't care if you're black, white, yellow, or green. They don't care if you're fat, short, tall. They don't care. All they care about is preserving their position. And they will use race to pit one another, pit all those people against one another. But, when you really think about race, and race is a social construct brought up and created by white supremacy, a lot of times we can't really fathom that we're all being manipulated.
Everybody is. That's why I wish I would get in somebody's comments to argue about this. This is so mudded in so many different ways, and there's so many different angles, and there's so many different reasons why this happened. And guess what? We're never going to know, because there's not one reason this got done. There's not one reason. Calls were made.
All right, so Mike, I started to call you yesterday. Barack Obama posted that prayers are out to Charlie and his family. And I'm like, why is he even mentioning him? Why is he worth a mention?
Because that's the protocol that everybody has to uphold.
Man, they could have ignored him.
That's the protocol.
Nothing. He's not worthy of all of this.
That's the protocol. That's the protocol that has to be. They have to stand on. You say thank you when somebody passes you something at the dinner table. You always say thank you, even if they're your enemy, even if they've done the hey, thank you.
He said a whole lot of bad about Barack. They highlighted all the stuff he said about Barack, and Barack still had enough decency to still.
It's not. Stop calling it decency. It's not decency.
That's idiocy, in my opinion.
No, it's not even idiocy. It's not even idiocy. It's the protocol. That's just the script. That's the script they read. That's what they're supposed to put out.
Theater.
That's all it is. It's all this game that goes on around us. The only thing that got me caught up a little bit was that if they did this, they are opening up the 60s. They are basically saying the 60s are here. So if you really are speaking out, there is adamant danger. There is danger, people. Barack is the only one who didn't call it political violence.
Kamari, you're expecting Obama to not
be a plan.
It's insane.
People, everybody who is sat in that office is part of the game. Every president ever who sat in that office is part of the game. And John F. Kennedy was assassinated because he was planning to flip things that were from the federal. He was trying to take the federal banks out. They were like, no, you can't flip this upside down. Clinton said nothing. Biden said, what you want?
Biden did. Biden said it must end now. Biden did. He did. I saw where he said it must end now. So Biden put a statement out.
What must end now? The thing that's gone on forever?
The gun violence.
What must end now?
The rhetoric.
Wait, what are we gonna do about that? I told you I don't even argue about the guns anymore. I don't even. That is the dumbest thing to argue about ever. I don't even argue about guns anymore. Go get them. Go get
Barack
them.
is a stand-up guy. That's why LaShawn said. That's why he put a statement
Barack
out.
is part of the same.
Wait. What did Barack say? I'm sorry, I'm late.
He did a politically correct, he didn't say it was political violence. He just said prayers for the man and his family, and he's like generic. He did a generic. I can pull it up. He did a generic.
No. I'm good. If y'all already did it, please don't do it for me. I'm good on Barack. Because this will be my issue. My issue is not what he said, because I'm sure he said the right things. He's Barack Obama. My issue is what people choose to talk about, what they don't talk about. I don't know if y'all saw that video. I didn't even send it to y'all. There's a video of a man leaving his immigration hearing with his family. Like they've been doing everybody, ambushing them right after they come down to the immigration office. And it seemed like the regular harassment, family separation situation. The daughter begins to cry, and the mother says, "Just deport us all." And when the daughter started to cry, I swear, it was breaking me in the car. And I was like, has Obama talked about this? Like, some of these people will never see their families again. And they're able now to hold people indefinitely in black sites where they don't even know where they are. They're sending people to countries that they've never visited and don't speak the language. Crazy. This is not just going to, this is going to kill people. People will take their lives. People will lose their lives. This has been happening for months now. I'm not blaming them. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Before y'all even comment, I haven't heard Barack Obama make a statement about this. So don't jump out here about Charlie Kirk before you talk about all these innocent people, whether it's the Korean engineers or the Latino people who are from Puerto Rico but getting sent to Venezuela, and they're considering sending some of them to Africa. Like, talk about that first, Barack. I love you, bro. Say it all the time. Studied you for 7 years. Wrote my dissertation on Barack Obama. Did events with Michelle Obama. Love you, bro. But don't come out about no anti-Semitic racist who talked about guns being a necessary evil in terms of gun death. Don't give no statement about him before you give a statement about these families being disrupted in these streets. Don't do it.
We don't yet know what motivated the person who shot and killed Charlie. This kind of despicable violence has no place in our democracy. Michelle and I will be praying for Charlie's family tonight, especially his wife Erica and their 2 young children. And that is fine.
Hold up. What time did the event happen, Mike? That said 5:30. That said 5:30 p.m. So he spoke within 2 hours.
It happened at 12. I think the shooting was 12:30. They pronounced him dead at 2 something. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So it took about 3 hours.
That's pretty quick, though.
But don't you want our leaders to speak up quick and try to calm down?
He didn't need to speak on this.
Who the F is Charlie Kirk, y'all? Who is Charlie Kirk?
I just said that.
Is he a congressman? Is he a senator? Like, is he a mayor? Like, who is he?
They called him a conservative activist, but we know him as
so what? There's a bunch of black activists. Oh, y'all gonna get me started on this nigga. There's so many black activists and so many people who meant so much to our community that our liberation flags would have been flown at half-staff in the past 10 years that Barack Obama didn't even mention their names, let alone, he didn't even mention his own pastor, who, any man that denies his pastor, just stay quiet. That's all. If you're going to stay quiet on,
that's my point. Stay quiet. Why talk about it?
People, he can't stay quiet. He's
not running for no office. He's nothing to gain.
People.
He doesn't say nothing.
He's part of that forever.
He still stay quiet. He didn't have to comment. His legacy is secure.
It's not about his legacy. It's about the gang that he's in. And they're like, dude, we need you to put this out. He goes, all right, I'll put it out. I'll do the norm. You can't leave the gang. The gang is still protecting your secrets. They all got secrets. You don't leave this gang. When they need you, you step up and you have to. He's not. Listen,
Clinton said it. So all the former presidents that's still alive posted. So Clinton posted
too. Something about Charlie Kirk.
This is the same guy. This is the same guy who sat next to
Charlie Kirk.
Well, I'll give you one better. This is the same guy who chummed it up with Trump at the funeral and was giggling.
Hold up. Let me address something. Why am I yelling?
I think she's laughing. I think it was a laughing. I think she's laughing. I think.
So why you yelling at us?
But I'm saying why I'm yelling while I'm yelling.
I'm yelling.
No, I'm saying why I'm yelling. I'm yelling because we lost so many people in our community that not even the people. There's issues that we were waiting for my man to talk about, like reparations that he really never talked about. Like, it's cool. You did some good. You know, you also bombed Libya. Like we got it, bro. We got it. Exit stage left, end scene. And we all cheered. You got your Netflix, you got your multi-million-dollar home. We got it, bro. The book deals, your wife's on tour, becoming a multi-millionaire again and again. We got it. You didn't get a scandal. You didn't cheat on your wife. You didn't get killed, right? We good and bad. We got it. We don't need you commenting on anti-Semitic racists that said, did you play the clip about black women not being smart? That's why I'm yelling. Because somebody got to stand up for black women because he not. This is a man who said you don't got the mental capacity to do. Charlie Kirk, do y'all have that clip? Because I'll get that clip of Charlie Kirk.
Crazy.
And I just
talking about dogging out black women. So yes, I'm a yell when a black man stands up for a white racist who dogs out black women. That's why I'm yelling.
Doc, you just said something. You said you left without any scandals. You left without any of this. You want to keep it that way? You're gonna keep playing the game. We're not gonna talk about. We're not. Wait. We're not gonna talk about the chef getting killed in your house. We're gonna make sure that goes away. You're part of this forever. You don't get to just go off quietly. When we need you, when we need you, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna call the bat phone and say, "Hey, okay." And they probably didn't even need to call him. He knows.
So everybody's playing their part. And so I'm supposed to be yelling. He's supposed to be he's supposed to lie and be a puppet, and I'm supposed to get on podcasts and yell and be in the community and do actual work. We're all playing our part. We're all playing our part. I'm yelling because it's my role. I gotta yell. Somebody gotta yell after he goes and does what he's supposed to do for the puppeteers and the gangs. Allegedly, I gotta jump on here and be like, "What's this black man doing? He'll do this black people." So everybody playing their part.
But Mike, Doc got a point when it comes to this man has said so many hurtful things that try to keep black people down. He came at black women, like that was his platform to consistently preach this and spew this hate. So I get him why he's standing up to say, no, why should we care that he's gone when he was only evil towards what we stood for? Why are we championing him?
He hasn't done anything.
People,
you ready? You ready for the test?
Everything you guys are saying is right. What I'm telling you is that it's part of the ritual that they have to play.
No, he's playing the game.
You
ready for the test, though?
Got no way out. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give you the litmus test. You ready for the test? Because it's coming soon. You know, and I don't want it to come. I want it to take as long as possible, but it's coming soon. The same litmus test that they gave black men for the last 30 years to see if they would play the game. It's what we used to call the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan litmus test. Remember when they made him denounce Reverend Wright, and then they asked him if he agreed with Minister Farrakhan? So every time a black leader would try to gain power in America, they'd ask him, "Do you support Minister Louis Farrakhan?" That's what they would call him, try to submerge his character. When people are preparing, I'm only saying this because members of the nation have already formed a council and they're preparing the leadership for when the minister transitions. So salute to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam, and I'm handling this delicately, like Nas said about Rakim's woman in his autobiography. Handle this line, So I'm gonna say this delicately, but they are preparing for the day where the minister transitions and is in the wheel with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and they're getting ready. So since they're getting ready, I'm going to make a comment about when this happens, because the litmus test is going to be let's see. I'm not going to yell. Let's see what Obama does and says when the minister transitions. Since you don't got no problem talking about people who made an impact but might have negatively impacted others in their opinion, let's see if he keeps that same effing energy when the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Let's see if within 3 hours we get a comment. He was from Chicago. Obama spent time in Chicago, so he knows what the nation has done. If you read his autobiography, he knows what the nation has done. Since he want to talk about people in 3 hours, since he has so much Charlie Kirk's commentary, let's see what he says about Minister Farrakhan. And if he starts something with conspiracy or controversially, that's why I'm yelling. I'm yelling because I know what's coming. I know he ain't going to do the same thing when our heroes die. But he can say that when our open enemies die. Love you, bro. Take an L on this one. Major. He's a major loser today.
Nothing
Major
else needs to
flake.
be said on that one.
Coon agent, anti-black. Major.
But my thing is, he can't. He would have never became the president if he wasn't.
Well, I don't know. Farrakhan even said he might have went in there with good intentions, then met the devil face to face and realized how little he was going to be able to do. Like you said, had to play the game.
It's just a gang. Once you jump, once you jump,
once you get in, you can't.
Once
get
you
out.
jump in, you can't get out. It is. That's why I'm just like. That's why the only time I'm gonna get emotional about this when I feel like having fun and getting emotional about it and let myself.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
It's all it is. All it is. If you want to let off steam and you're right, and you know you're right, you're gonna let off steam and you're gonna give your views and opinion, and they'll carry on as usual.
That's why I dropped all those links. I don't know if y'all saw the links in the chat. All over Instagram now. The guy who was 10 yards away said it was a setup operation. Since y'all was talking all slick in the comments, don't say conspiracy. The nigga who was right there on the mic about to ask a question said setup conspiracy. Then I sent another video of the bullet hole moving on his shirt, or the bullet passing and his shirt popping up, and the guy's like, how'd the dot move? You should look at those videos I sent, Jay. One's bloody, can't show it, but the guy with the green and slow-mo.
I have one of them.
Look at this one. Look at show that video. Show that video. This one's not bloody.
You got another one, Mike?
There's no blood in that one. No, that one's fine. But just listen to what the guy says.
Okay, guys, explain to me how. Somebody tell me how there's a okay. This is before the shot. Do you see that little red spot above his freedom to the left? His right shoulder, right below, right above his right pectoral muscle. Watch that speck turn into a bullet hole, but it moves across his shirt without leaving any trace that it was there, and then pops up onto his neck. Tell me how that's possible. You see it pop up onto his neck? Watch. It's over here. It's over here on his shoulder. Then it goes up. His shirt pops way up because I think there's a blood bag in there or something. But look at that, how it pops over. Now where's the hole? Where's the damage to the shirt if that's where the injury was? This is off. This is off, guys. This is not correct. Freedom.
That's it. I'm not, and that means you don't say nothing after that. You just let them say, something's not right. And conspiracy that. And the dot didn't look like it was coming from no roof. That dot did not look like it was coming from no upward trajectory, did it? That dot was right here, next to the man in the grid. Okay. Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
People just understand. Whatever happened, that's not what they're gonna report. That's not what they're gonna say, and they're gonna run their plan. And they will have so many variations of what happened. They could be 10 reasons why this happened. They could be 10 reasons why this happened. 7 of them could be true. I don't believe or disbelieve. Something happened. This is just the thing that gets me.
His shirt did pop up though. That did happen too. His shirt did pop up. His shirt, no hole in it, no nothing, no blood. His shirt just popped up. His shirt just popped up.
None of it.
I've seen
none of it. And the problem with 2025 is they can't do what they did with the JFK assassination. They can't run a magic bullet. They can't just say, they just can't.
That was some magic bullet physics, though. That was some magic bullet physics. And that dot moving, and then the shirt popping up, and no blood, and then the dot disappearing, and the shirt not being damaged at all, and then not even seeing blood till after he leans over. I was like, wow, that
dot was there originally. Now you're gonna have me keep looking at other.
But that was Photoshop. Okay, Photoshop. That could be. That's a theory. That's a theory.
But just the
AI.
Before you rack your brain and you go, let me see if the dot was there, and let me see if this moved up, and let me see
why his shirt popped up.
Just tell yourself, I know something else is going on.
Yeah,
I don't have the time of my life to figure it out.
No, you're right.
I can't figure it out.
No, you're absolutely right.
You know what I'm saying? Like No, it's a conundrum trapped inside. I wish Envy showed me the part in my favorite part in the movie JFK when Joe Pesci is ranting why you'll never understand what's going on. And basically he was like, this is overlapped by this, which is overlapped by this, which is overlapped by that. And these people do that and that. You can't follow them. You can't follow something that has been in creation for hundreds of years. This shit is, listen. Your leader got taken out. I don't have to feel bad about it.
That part. But this is the other part, though. So, but when people come, but like you said, that overlapping thing you just did, Mike, when you know that this is how things work, and somebody comes to you, even in the comment section, and says something like, it's just simple as that. You're simple as that. No, nothing is. Nothing is. But I'll let you think that. If you just, and that's what I said earlier, the official story is never the story. So when you jump in talking about something, don't make it a conspiracy. It's just this simple. You're not as sophisticated as the world actually is. And you're right, Mike. Leave them where they are. Dust off my sandals. Pearls before swine. And I said to y'all, if y'all don't want to think more deeply into this, then like Mike said, it's not really a worthwhile endeavor. So I understand that. But to think that what you're hearing is the truth, that's what we not going to do. Not over here. So y'all got that. Y'all got the official story.
Most people don't like nuance. Most people don't like details.
But welcome to this world. For those that were part of that movement, that are part of that white nationalist, racist movement, just welcome to the world of people that you thought were on your side. Have now.
No, you're right. That internal war is real. That internal war you talked about, that's the real thing. Because they don't know who did it. They trying to act like some gang member in Chicago. That's what we know didn't do it. So now they stuck. A Mexican didn't do it. A gang member didn't do it. Black Lives Matter didn't do it. So now they scrambling. And what I'm waiting to see is the policies that Trump tries to enact based on these events, word to the Patriot Act. I'm waiting on the real rubber meeting the road, guns and butter moment where it's like, how is this really going to affect our lives? Because that other stuff, Mike is absolutely right. But the problem is they'll take these moments, as fake as they may be, as staged as they may be, as set up as they may be, right? And they'll put real policies in place. So what I'm really focused on and waiting on and keep my eye open for is what type of executive order is, because he's not going to send the National Guard to Utah, right? Because that's a red state. But he is going to. They've been saying for generations, never let a good tragedy go to waste. That is their motto. Leaders of the world have always said that. Do not let a good tragedy go to waste. They will not just let this happen and not try to maximize it. So please understand that something is coming.
But do you see?
They have to have a fall guy too, right? They have to find somebody to blame.
I don't even care who they put in front. Okay. But this is the conundrum they have. The policies that they put are probably going to piss off those white nationalists that were there, who are the ones who put y'all in office. I love this. Let me see you do what you do. Because whatever policy you try and pull off now really ain't got nothing to do with us. Because go ahead.
But this is the thing, Mike, since it's 9/11, the only issue I have with that difficulty of making that connection is that history shows they don't need it. And that's why even though Saudi Arabia and Libya and all those had the connections in 9/11, they were like, we're going to Iraq. And when they hear behind the scenes, 3 hours after the buildings had fell, they were saying, connect this to Saddam Hussein. And people were like, how? They have nothing to do with it. And people up top were like, Saddam Hussein. And Bush was like, he tried to kill my dad, right? So the only problem I have with the fact that we had nothing to do with this is I know how white supremacy functions. They don't need a logical connection to make a connection. So I wouldn't be surprised if somehow, some way, they be blaming single black mothers and Black Lives Matter by the end of tomorrow. Right? Because they did it before. They did these illogical stretches where it's like Saddam Hussein. You said Osama bin Laden. Like, how'd you get to Saddam Hussein? They're like, we're going for Saddam. And it's like, wait.
And I can't even debate that with you. But if they can pull it up, we'll see. Listen, I'm not happy about anything. I
won't say what I'm happy about, but
I'm just gonna tell you this. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm happy about. I'm gonna tell you what I'm relieved about. I'm relieved that this happened in Utah. I'm relieved.
Yeah, you're right. If it was Philly, it'd be up today. It'd be Black Hawk down today. It'd be up. in these streets.
I'm relieved it didn't happen anywhere where there's a black mayor, where there's any black power, where there's anybody in. I'm happy that it may have happened in the whitest place in America. I'm not happy. I just said I wasn't gonna say happy. I'm relieved. I'm relieved.
I said I wasn't gonna say happy.
I'm sorry. I'm relieved that it took place there, so that somehow or another this could, because let's be clear,
it would have been worse
if this happened in Baltimore.
Whew. It would have been moved all over again, Mike. They might have been dropping bombs by 8 p.m. They might have been like, we think we know the gang members who did it. They're located in the O Block projects or Chicago or 63rd. They might have been dropping bombs on entire projects like Osage Avenue last night. They might have been like, let it burn.
And if
how does this affect like Jasmine Crockett, like our black people that's on the front lines?
They trying to find a way. They in the war room right now. They trying to link. They trying to find out the last time she was in Utah. If that person donated their campaign, I promise you, people have been working all night.
Because they're saying we at war.
Oh no, they're gonna also try to inspire that element. Fox News, Jesse Waters said it, right? I think you're talking about it. He said, we're at war. They're at war with us. People are already trying to foment the flames to try to get the on-the-edge crash outs to do what they do. They try to talk in code and dog whistle and get people riled up and say things like, we're in danger, we're at war, they're at war with us. So in hopes, right, without saying it directly, that somebody in their basement who's been making pipe bombs and on these torrent chats, with other whites, they're trying to get that person to act. They know what they're doing. They're trying to send out signals, hoping that frequency glitches somebody's brain, and they say, you know what, this is it. They killed Charlie. I'm taking out 3 of them. So there are people on the air right now, like Fox News, one of those popular news programs, saying they're at war with us. They're trying to get people to go.
Yeah. And listen, I'm not what Doc said, the bombs and everything like that. It would at least been a restriction. People would have been refrained to their homes and you can't come out.
Oh yeah, curfew. It would have been curfew.
At minimum, everybody would have been told no one leaves the house.
And especially since he's still on the loose. Especially since he's still looking for him.
And they would have
the manhunt would have been justification.
They would have locked.
I mean, I thought they captured him. They didn't capture him.
No,
they let me go. They had
well,
two people
in the video I sent, the guy who was there said, the guy who's 10 yards away on the mic, the Indian guy in that video, he said they had it to it. Then they let him go.
Yeah, they actually had talks. All right.
Which really seems odd, right? A claim of murder? You are claiming bodies?
Well, now it's time for Here's the Thing. And guess what, y'all? After all this serious talk and all this...
right on time. Right on time.
We're going to talk about Jussie Smollett. Yes, we
Jussie Smollett.
Good morning,
Jussie Smollett.
It's time for mine.
It is now time for Here's the Thing. She missed it last week. She wanted to jump on this. Who knew? Boy, this country, you got to keep up, because who knew? Who knew we'd have so much to talk about? But you know what? Empire's important, damn it. The actor in Empire in the greatest scheme of things.
Gotta break it up.
That's that F-word, N-word from Empire. Ain't that what they said? Ain't that what they said when they had sandwich?
Come on, damn it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Here's the thing with Amani. Now, Amani, the floor is yours.
And here is the clip that we're talking about today.
Jussie Smollett. Smollett's conviction was connected to allegations he staged a racist, homophobic attack against himself in downtown Chicago in 2019. His legal team argued a special prosecutor should not have been allowed to intervene after the Cook County State Attorney initially dropped the charges. The Illinois Supreme Court agreed with that position.
All right, Monty's in the building. Let me get you your round of applause. Let me get you your round of applause. Monty's in the building. Here's the thing. And Monty, before you start quickly, I just want to say, I never thought I would say this. I missed the time when that was the biggest story in the country, because I remember it. I missed them. I missed the good old. I missed the good old days when they were throwing nooses on people who were going to Subway for sandwiches.
No, we need a T-shirt. J Black, make America juicy again.
All right. Monty, the floor is yours. Go get it.
Okay. So here's the thing. Well, first of all, I'm going directly off my notes today because it's a lot of information that I have to make sure that I cover.
Oh, man. Let's go.
Secondly, keep in mind, everybody, as we're listening, if you feel like he is guilty, you have to also feel like he's innocent while we're going through this process right now. So open minds. Okay? All right. So here we go. We all know that Jussie Smollett has been the Smollett case was with the recent release of the new Netflix documentary, and I think we should all take a look back. First of all, I want to start with, I also believed he lied when the case was actively going on, but I have to be honest. After watching the documentary and getting all sides from not only Jussie himself, but his team, the suspects, and their team, the first thing that stood out to me with the whole case was the fact that when the Chicago Justice Department first indicted Jussie, the chief of police made a statement that I felt was off. He said Jussie created this stunt because he was unhappy with his pay with Fox. And that made no sense. How do you tie any of this to how much money he was making? And why make such a statement with no evidence to back it up? Secondly, I want to understand why during this whole trial did the media not push light on the fact that there were 2 witnesses to this crime. One witness stating he saw a white man fully covered running away in the exact direction Jussie stated he did as well. The second witness stating that she saw a white male standing off to the side of the street of Jussie's building when walking by and said, I quote, saw a couple of inches of rope hanging from his pocket. The second witness also stated that she spoke to the concierge the night after the crime happened and said to her, I might have seen the person who did this. Let's also cover the fact that surveillance footage of the first witness, where he stated he saw the white man running and flashed his flashlight, had a 10-second skip from the time the witness went to the door to the time he was outside. I also have to question how it is the Chicago police never question anyone except the 2 brothers. Now, I watch a lot of cop TV, real and fake, and I've never seen them not look for any eyewitnesses. Along with the fact that there was no hardcore proof that the $3,500 check Jussie wrote was for anything else other than his personal training agreement, or as Jussie said, his illegal weight loss supplement use. But there is just a lot of missing pieces that the Chicago police and the media left out that we are just now getting. With the Chicago police having an extensive history of their crooked justice, it stands out a lot that they never released any of this unknown information to us, the community. I also want to state, how is it they lock this man up for 150 days and give him up to 2 years of probation, 2 years or so of felony probation, but the brothers get away scot-free? I mean, let's be honest. We're going to lock Jussie up for a false police report and faking a hate crime. Why not the people who made the fake hate crime possible and be held accountable? Now, I know most of the world wants to say he is guilty, but how many black men have been wrongly put behind bars? The only statement that stuck with me through the whole documentary was by Jussie's lawyer, and she said, we need to hold space for what if he didn't do this, and what if he really experienced this heinous crime and the perpetrator is walking free. As I said before, I see both sides, but with the chief of police making it very clear that they really only wanted to solve this case because of how crazy things were getting racially and politically in 2019, I automatically have to question their motive. Laquan McDonald was shot 16 times 2 weeks prior at 16 years old, 2 weeks prior to Jussie's case. The Chicago Police Department, were found tampering with the evidence of the killing of Laquan McDonald's death, missing 80 minutes of recording from the nearest camera site of the crime. Conveniently, the same time that crime took place. Then 2 weeks later, they're playing the hero and finding Jussie Smollett guilty. You can form your own opinion, but I honestly believe Jussie Smollett was innocent. We also have some more information to back this all up. Some people will say, okay, well, why did the brothers go ahead and say that this is what happened? Well, before the brothers once they landed back from Nigeria, which Jussie claims is where he was getting his illegal weight supplements from, and they arrested them, they automatically got a search warrant within the first 24 hours of them touching back down in America. And more information that they didn't release at the time is that after searching the brothers' houses, they found illegal tactical weapons. Fun fact, one of the brothers is a registered felon for aggravated assault when the charge was originally attempted murder but got dropped down for aggravated assault. So it all lines up with the fact that they took a deal. Point blank, period. You're a felon. You're going to go to jail. They need to save their ass right now because they look crazy because they just shot a 16-year-old boy 16 times and got caught deleting the footage of the entire crime scene. And Chicago's already known for having such high stakes with the racial and political movement. And that is just important information to play out. Also, with the fact that the whole beginning of the documentary, all the Chicago Police Department, the guy who was in charge at the time, could say was, the mayor's on my ass, the mayor's on my ass. He's like, we got to figure this out. We got to deal with it. We got to take care of it. This doesn't look good for us right now. That's a very odd statement to make, especially as a black man, saying that this is just not a good look for you and your department, a black man getting a noose put around his neck. Also, let's state the fact that there was footage of the interrogation that came out, of course, after the fact, not during this trial, of the brothers' lawyers explaining to the one who was a felon, I believe it's Bola, who was a felon, explaining what getting your background like completely sealed, exactly, or it being something else, like diminished a little bit, like kind of like we'll erase this one part. And so we get that audio and video recording of her explaining his options to him. And then, of course, after the fact, we get what? A story. Hey, we did this. We did it this way. We did it that way. This is what happened. I also want to state that the first witness that they interviewed, that the FBI interviewed, he made it very clear that when he went in to speak to them, they were not listening to him. He kept trying to explain what he saw and what he believes happened. And they kept saying, no, we understand what you're saying. Yeah, we understand you say it's a white man. But if you had to pick out of this list, out of this pictures of all black men, who would it be? And he said I had to pick the most light-skinned person who wasn't even a light-skinned person.
Well, damn.
I also want to just hop on. How does somebody who lives in the same building as Jesse say to a concierge, I might have seen what happened, that person who did this, and police, you're not the first person police talk to. You're not the first person that's getting questioned, that's getting thrown into a room to see what you saw and what had happened and what had carried on. And that's the thing. Oh, also, I also want to say, I love the idea that they had the brothers on there since they really want to have their spotlight moment. I definitely saw the picking with the media, the praying outside the courthouse, when you got tactical felony illegal weapons in your home, okay, and you're selling drugs from Nigeria to America. But okay, cool, you know, whatever. And they also at the end said that they have a book. This is what really stuck out to me with them. They have a book coming out called Surviving Jesse. And it's like the modern day need for a noose. You see how I could remember that it's called the modern day need for a noose? Well, the brother who stated they were having the book couldn't remember, had to be reminded 3 times what their book was called. And you went through this traumatic experience and all this, that, and the third. Let's also talk about the check. $3,500 isn't enough. It's not. That's not enough. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't equate to a pay for you to come and commit a crime when you're a felon already. And if you get caught, this is really the end of your career that you claim you were trying to start by doing this. And that's the thing.
All right. Well, I miss them days. I miss these days.
A lot of information.
When Jesse Smollett, great job with the information. You should have been a lawyer. I miss these days when we were worried about nooses around necks and Subway sandwiches and corrupt cops. I miss when our main problem was corrupt.
So, hang on. Here's the thing. Keep it juicy. Okay. No, well, one thing I will say though, they didn't erase the footage. But they just withheld it for almost a year plus, so they could do these elections and Rahm Emanuel and everything in Chicago. Because remember, we did end up seeing him get shot the 16 times. So they didn't erase it, but they did, keep it from the public for over a year.
That's the thing that people forget how
technicality.
And the networking, there's a cloud that holds all this information, but you could delete it out this system, and that's important.
Yeah, they tried to. They tried to cover it up.
In good lawyer terms, it would be like they didn't delete it; they suppressed it.
They
They deleted it. They
And
suppressed
I just be saying that because I know that people be watching and they be nitpicking the stuff because they always be hitting me with the nitpicks. So I'm just already addressing it. So it's like we get it. The
Right.
larger point is we need to look at, and even with we're hearing it all together the way it was just compiled did hit different because during the documentary they have a different job to do. They're trying to make a show like we talked about earlier. But when you do what, like you said, Mike, when you do it like a lawyer and you just break out the facts that need to be examined and list them all as one, piece of larger evidence, it made me rub my chin a couple times like, wow, once you send them all back to back like that, I was like, you know what? The documentary is going to try to show both sides and make it entertaining. But when you just be like, this don't make sense, this don't add up, this don't seem right. I said it before, I don't trust them cops. I think what Jesse messed up with, he tried to make it his moment. I think that's where we messed up. So even if he is innocent, and even if the brothers are lying, because they seem like they clearly are, if the cops are lying, seem like they clearly are, where Jesse went wrong is when he said, I can use this, and put the noose back on. When the cop, that's where he might have went wrong. He might have been a cloud-chasing narcissist, and that might be where he tied himself up, no pun intended, right?
But
the white man might have beat on him.
You know what? And this is going to sound horrible because this is not victim blaming. When you are the victim, and you are, let's just say he is the victim. Let's just say he is the victim. You have to stay pat to be a victim. You have to play the victim role. You can't jump on stage and say, I'm the gay Tupac.
You can't break character.
You have to. No,
gay
in real life.
Oh, my bad.
In real life, you can't now say these things. And I feel bad for the guy. I almost feel bad enough to apologize for all the jokes I wrote. I was getting paid to write these jokes. So I will apologize. I will apologize for about 6 months of writing parody songs. And I wrote parody songs. And I wrote a song called We Don't Believe You.
Mike is saying sorry, Jesse.
Jesse, you got to understand, Jesse. I was on the take. I was on the take, Jesse. They were pressuring me at K104.
You joined the gang. You joined the gang, Mike. You know the gang said make us those parody songs. You like, but I make those songs.
Honestly, everybody has to apologize because there's no reason that the only reason we're getting this new information is because private investigators went in and used their American right to knowledge and to information to expose this stuff. That footage of them talking about getting your thing sealed, that was not public footage. Somebody had to go and say, hey, I want to see this. It's my right.
Yeah, it was freedom of information. Yep.
Exactly. And then also let's talk about the fact that they get so stuck on, oh, there's no cameras that see anything. There's no cameras that see anything. Why does another private investigator use her freedom of information and find in color of surveillance footage of what looks like to any person who knows what a white person looks like, a white man walking and another man walking behind him. How do you not find that?
Watch the Netflix special, y'all. If those didn't watch it,
special. Go check
it.
And CP, don't you ever tell me when it's too late. Don't you ever tell me when it's
apologize.
Too late. It ain't never
too late.
Let me tell you.
Never too late.
CP, I've never done this. I have never in my life played this music talking to another man. Damn it, put my screen by myself. Just I need my screen solo.
Wait, I'm trying to get there.
Don't hate on my moment, Jay Black. Don't you hate. You're a despicable hater, Jay Black. Oh, I lost the moment.
I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. All right,
there you go.
I don't want to do it.
No.
He said, I don't want to do it.
It's done.
You missed the moment. You missed the moment.
It's done.
It's never too late, Mike. It's never too late. It's never too late, Mike.
I want to say that I give a round of applause to Netflix because they did a really great job, even though, yes, obviously it's about entertainment, like you said, but no, they did a really good job. I've watched plenty Netflix documentaries, plenty, and I've never really sat there and been, whoa, it's actually flabbergasted. When I saw Jesse himself come into the screen, I said, wow, I was not prepared for this. When I saw the brothers on the screen, chief of police on the screen, I'm like, I never saw y'all get every single perspective from every single person ever in my life.
Well, I'm going to lead you to some documentaries, and you won't be too fascinated with Netflix, but it was good. 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 It was good.
Well, the one group that I would have wanted to see, that Netflix probably, because the internet be finding people. Maybe we start a campaign for that. They should have found them white men that was in that color frame. They should have located them. Those people once, because Netflix could do it. I know the internet could do it. Those white men, like you said, was clearly white in that frame.
Right.
They should have at least located them, identified them. That's the one thing I was like, yo, who are these guys?
That is the police's job. So Chicago PD, go find them. Since you said
No,
it didn't happen. And
I trust the internet. I trust us more. I trust Instagram. We need to get Instagram on it. Twitter.
His lawyers should have found them too.
Well,
right,
no,
but none of them had that information. That's what I'm saying. And this is after the trial.
The police knew. The police knew.
Exactly. And also, let's talk about the fact they did some mad, illegal, weird, twisted shit because he forfeited his bail. I mean, his bond. So you were never supposed to re-prosecute in general. And you said, that's a deal. That's a deal on paper that y'all made. And you completely said, we're not doing that deal, and re-prosecuted that man. That's foul. That's weird. I don't care how you feel about Jesse. It's corrupted. That Chicago PD is mad corrupt, and they played and tampered.
Well, just
that's the Bill Cosby move. That's the Bill Cosby. Remember, they sealed it, and then they was like, "Well, forget the sealing. We're just gonna try you anyway."
Forget the seal. I was gonna apologize. Just all your complaints, go to Jay Black. Just hit Jay Black in the comments because he ruined the moment because he didn't want the moment to happen. Monty, here's the thing. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Love you, Monty.
Love you too.
Oh, she didn't shout out the social media. You always say.
Oh, okay. I'll get it. We'll get it next time.
Kamari had the bounce at another engagement.
Oh, sorry, Kamari had the bounce. So since we're on lighthearted shit. Not lighthearted. Not lighthearted.
No, but it was good. It was good. It was good to switch it up.
Because let's be clear, what he went through. That's if that was going on in my life, I would have been. So I don't mean to downgrade it, but listen.
He lost jobs. I'm sure they said he got fired.
Definitely lost jobs. He definitely lost jobs.
Who will hire him? Yeah, at that point.
So let me get it.
No, let me. Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
That's where you got to have a person, a handler, because a handler would have been like, "Yo, forget all this emotional stuff." There hasn't been somebody since Jarrett that has rocked out for Subway the way that you're able to do right now. Take the multi-million-dollar deal to be the spokesperson for Subway. They're getting all this free press from you picking up your sandwich and be like, a Subway sandwich is so good that even with a noose on my neck and a busted face, I still picked up my Subway sandwich in minus 0 degree weather because I needed my Subway. Right? He could have. That's the thing too. Like you said, you got to run with it. You got to go with it. You can't. Like you said, this is America. America's gonna do what America's gonna do. You can't get all stressed. You can't be yelling, screaming, and stress yourself. America's gonna be America. You gotta just figure it out and be like, you know what? I'm gonna flip it. And I remember Akon, they tried to set him up with the whole sexual harassment. He made a phone call. I'm sorry.
I thought you said real quick.
My bad. I was just saying, there's always opportunities. It's never too late. It's never too late. My bad. It's never too late.
All right, let me get into this though. All right, so we're talking about this. This is a mindless thing. This is a mind. This you guys 100% Dr. Phil, my girlfriend and I were talking about that back in the day. We're all about the marketing. Yes, the marketing.
Subway being in.
You gotta do it. You gotta do what you gotta do. All right. Well, this show is hard to keep in fucking flow. Jesus, y'all have no idea. I don't even have the energy to do this shit now. God, get in focus. Get back to character. Since we're on mindless shit.
Mindless.
Kanye West and Amber Rose got into a little Twitter beat. Kanye West and Amber Rose. I have never seen somebody like Kanye West do a clapback that was so precise and so to the point and destroyed her in less words and less times than what I just read, that I had to giggle. This is a masterclass on how you chop somebody down and don't even say what she said was a lie. He didn't even call her a liar, and he chopped her down. So I'm gonna put the tweet on here now. Hold on. Let me get it. And right here, I got it right here. So Amber Rose put a tweet out. Okay, so I'm it's gonna pop up on here. and I'm gonna pause it. All right. So Amber Rose says, tweet, after all these years, Kanye West chose to marry a lady who has a video sucking D instead of me. He has 4 kids with the bitch, Kim Kardashian. Yet he couldn't even have one with me. It really never made sense to me because I literally was willing to do anything to keep us together and be the next black power couple. Then she goes on and says, Wiz Khalifa is just a weed junkie. He never speaks business or the future. Hence, we didn't even last. But with you, we would have went far. Okay, so y'all got that. Sorry about the phone about the end. We would have went far. Okay.
I'm with you.
Kanye West goes directly to the point and says, please respect my ex-wife because even you got famous for sucking my dick. Wait. But this is the one that gets it all. This is the one. You are both the same. I just chose a smarter hoe.
Damn. I guess that's how you respond.
Nobody thinking about the kids, huh?
Nobody thinking about the kids.
I made you famous.
Because Wiz Khalifa and Amber Rose got a baby, right?
I think
Amber got a baby.
After her talking crap about him, he just a weed head.
Yeah, he's called the dad a weed junkie with no vision.
That's why it didn't go too far. It went far enough that you got knocked up, had a kid, so you can secure your bag.
Dog. But do you understand he addressed Kim Kardashian being famous because of what she was famous for? And he just broke it down and says, you are both the same. I just chose a smarter hoe.
So he just called both of them a hoe. He called his baby mama a hoe. How old is his daughter now? Ain't his daughter like 13? Like, you gotta stop talking like that at some point.
Maybe this ain't real. Let me get on my conspiracy too.
I hope this one is because I hope.
Because why would Amber Rose out of nowhere profess her love for Kanye?
I don't know when this happened. I just don't know when this happened.
Oh, it
I
could
don't
be
know.
resurfacing.
Yeah, it could be resurfacing. I don't know when this happened. I don't know. And
it was after Wiz Khalifa.
And I don't care if it's real or not. And I don't care if y'all think it's real or not. I could care less.
He ain't say no lies. Hey, he just chose the smart hoe. She did just pass the bar, right, Kim? Then she passed the bar.
See, y'all gonna get us all on a conspiracy now. Come on now.
She is smarter than Amber. Amber doing the slut walk and Kim passing the lawyer bar. I don't know.
Kim do talk business.
Kim do talk business. If there's something,
and she knows marketing.
She helped people get out of jail. She was helping people get out of jail. Yeah, she had. Yeah.
If it's not real, kudos. Exactly, KT. If it's not real, kudos to the creator. It was spot on and hilarious.
But why she say black power couple? Ain't nobody gonna talk about that part. You mixed MAGA. Wait, black power couple. Wait a minute. That's why I say you gotta look at each part. I ain't skipping over that. So which one is it? Is you the Betty Shabazz, or is you the David Duke's wife? Like 1 minute you try to be a black power couple, next minute you're introducing Donald Trump at the that. No,
she said she didn't identify with her black side. I remember that.
Yeah, he chose the right one, but you want to be a black power couple. Whew.
Mindless. Okay.
So I just thought, in mindless distractions, I thought that would be a good little mindless one.
Oh no, the two of them, they the epitome of mindless.
Hey,
is you is or is you ain't my baby?
Let me see.
And you know it was a school shooting too, Mike. Yesterday, nobody talked about.
For real? That's how bad America is right now.
It was
the school shooting is like the fifth story.
In Colorado, called Evergreen in Colorado. It was 3 kids got shot. I think 1 person dead allegedly. The shooter killed himself. And then they put up the graphic of the shootings in Colorado.
Why you keep saying like that? Colorado.
But no, that's a lot of shootings.
No, say it again.
No, because it's like Mike when he said he can't
say it again. Go ahead, say it again. Where did it happen?
It's like a George Bush nuclear thing. Because the first time I was like, oh, he just, the second time I was like, wait, he keeps saying like that.
Yeah, go ahead, say it again, Jay.
He keep flipping that joint. He keep flipping the R and the L. He's like Colorado.
Colorado.
Like
But it was
Colorado.
another shooting that we're not talking about in
This
school.
motherfucker said, in Cloroxville, they what?
No, the first couple times I ain't say that. I was like, everybody make mistakes or whatever. Then like the fourth time, I was like, why Jay calling Colorado?
Show grin. Grin. Go ahead, say it again, Jay. Go ahead, Jay. Come on,
Mike
Jay.
can't say children. Mike can't say children.
No, I
yo.
can actually say it, but you can't say Colorado. Do we know you can't say it? No.
I wasn't even gonna say that. It's like the fourth time. I said, I know the listeners hear it. I know they hear it. So I'm like,
Here you go. He took himself down. He's an asshole. Hey, it was a school shooting on the West Coast.
No, where was this school shooting at? Where was this one? The school.
He ain't letting it go.
No, he like being a dickhead. Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay.
My cheeks is hurting. Oh shoot.
You turned that word into it was 2 words. You turned it into 2 words.
City out in Denver, there was another school shooting at Evergreen High School.
Colorado. Come on.
Did they show a picture of the shooter though?
Themselves, CP, that wasn't me. No, not yet. As a matter of fact, I didn't even keep looking because it was the Charlie Clerk.
I ain't standing by he ain't my homeboy. What he wanted to say, he can't say children. He can't say Colorado. Come on, homie. Come on. Let's get it. Come on. Wait, come on. Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on.
You dumbass nigga.
Come on, say it. Come on. Let's get it. Come on, Jay. You can do it.
All right, where are we going next? I was trying to bring up the
I know where you're not going to Colorado. I know that's where you're not going.
No, you're not going. Now, I was gonna say when ain't no picture, you know they white. That's what I was gonna say. When ain't no picture of the shooter, you already know. If it was a black shooter, his mugshot would have been all the way up on the jump by now.
What he do-wop says she can't say ambulance right. And people say ambulance. How you say ambulance, Mike?
Yeah, that Kendrick said it like that on purpose in the song.
Yeah.
Ambulance.
Actually, it sounds better when you say it that way, but I get it. After how many times though, LaShawn? I don't know where y'all want to go with this. Did he say mixed MAGA? Yeah, that's what he said about Amber. Amber was rocking the MAGA situation.
Yeah, for real.
I wonder if Amber Rose and people like that, do they still stand up for it? I wonder if they still rock for it now? I don't know. I don't know. Here, I got a question for y'all.
Yeah, she been quiet. They've been quiet on it.
Of course, she got her check and she moved on. Yeah. I get it.
I ain't seen it with no hat or nothing.
All right, I'll ask y'all a simple question before we wrap up the show. Let me see this question. This is a lighthearted question, but I want to know. I don't even know if most of y'all will remember. Let me get to this. Where is it? I don't know if most of y'all would remember what you were doing to actually answer this question, but here's the question right here. It comes up. Move the comment out the way. You go to bed tonight and wake up in 2005. Then realize the last 20 years was just a dream. What is the first thing you're doing? What is the first thing you're doing? In the comments. What is the first? We're doing the night show in 2005. Yes. We're
really?
kind of hawking by then.
Wow. You're right.
Yeah, we still. I had to move. I was doing,
So it was me, Fearless at that moment, a white model chick. I think
I left y'all. I think I left by that point.
I was saying that was the last year, so we all left at some point between 2005 and 2006.
That year, I think it was the middle. It was August that I left. I left August 05.
And Mike left 05 too, right?
After 05, I think
beginning of 2000.
Because I came back.
I left in 06. So you might left in the beginning of 06, and I left in the middle of 06.
All right, so here's some of the answers. Todd said hugging my mom because she was alive, going to college. So what is the first? But what's the first thing you're gonna do? Are you gonna do the same thing? Yeah, I see that on the news. She saw what the? Oh, okay. Hugging my dad, crack the hell up.
I know. Moved on, LaShawn. Maybe hit line. Maybe you behind.
That's crazy. Y'all ain't right. Nobody's safe on this show. Nobody's safe.
I'm trying to think. What's the first thing I'm doing? What's the first thing you're doing?
Making sure my full length white T-shirt is ready. You know, to go out and stun on ready for the club. After work, I gotta be ready. You probably a throwback jersey, Mike. You know, I know y'all was doing Rachel and S back then.
Throwback 2005.
Oh no, that was button up. Well, Jay-Z had already said button ups by then. By then
Jay-Z had
he
already said that. So we're in contract.
Oh, so it was just a dream. So you know everything that because you dreamt it. You should be preparing for the future. You should be trying to figure out how to maximize because the dreams do be coming true.
Yeah, I go buy some Bitcoin or something. We'll get ready for Bitcoin to come up. I don't know. I'll be researching digital currencies.
Okay, they said immediately break up with the guy I was dating. That was a fact. I might.
Wow, that's a big one. Wow.
Knowing what you know.
This stays on YouTube because see, if I play too much, then this stays. But if I play too much, it stays.
Yeah. Watch the jokes. You know, watch the jokes.
Getting out
of religious.
I wouldn't change anything. That's that butterfly effect where you change one thing, think it's gonna be better. Next thing you know, you die earlier. So I wouldn't change a thing. Because I might be like, I would have did this. I would have did this different. Then the truck hits me. Like, no, I'm gonna keep it just how it is. Cause I made it to 50.
She was in a religious cult. Damn, Ty.
Oh, getting out of religious cult. I was in.
Which
ASAP.
one? Which one though? Which one? Yeah.
Was it was it the Baptist church? No, I'm playing.
Miss Clark is like K-Day. She breaking up with the guy she was with too. No, you weren't, because you was in love.
Breaking up.
Y'all was all him. W and K. They thought he was the one.
2005. I try and find Nikki White chocolate.
She was out there. She was there.
Nikki claimed she saw me at clubs, and Nikki was popping. She was out there. She was out there running the streets. I agree with Doc.
She saw
you had my son. What year? I don't know. 20 years. I don't know.
Maybe you would have made him wear a condom too. Who knows? You never know.
Wow. Somebody said comfort in.
I would have went to the comfort in.
Nikki. Where's Nikki at? I know she about that life. I know it now.
It's about
And then again, it depends on what. If it's 20 years, you wake up in 2005. What day of the week is it? I wish they would have told me what day of the week, and I could have really been like, don't shoot at Nikki, but she ain't here. No, I would have looked for Nikki.
Friday? Is it a Saturday morning that you waking up like, all right, I'm getting ready for Saturday night?
What would I have done it?
He wasn't talking about shooting at Nikki. He was talking about shooting up
the Israelites. Christian. Let me stop trying to talk.
Oh, the Hebrew Israelites. Okay.
Oh,
Christianity makes a lot of BS. Okay.
Oh,
read. Okay. That's what he said.
Hugging my mom. A lot of people saying hugging mom. Hugging
my
mom.
grandmama was still around at that point. So yeah.
Yeah, my grandma's still around too.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I woke up, If I woke up in 2005, that means
a lot of people still was around.
There was a lot of people around.
That ain't around. My gosh, a lot of people. Famous and not famous.
I'm trying to think what I would do 20 years if I woke up in 2005. I'm trying to ask myself honestly, would I go to the bar?
You would. Well, no, were you sober then? If you wasn't sober then.
No, I'm saying if it was all a dream and I dreamt all these 20 years and all the way up to this point.
Mindless.
Because I always do ask myself, where would I be if I never had a drink? I always do ask myself.
And so she would warn people in Louisiana that Hurricane Katrina is coming.
What year did Katrina happen? 2005?
Yeah, it was summer.
It did happen in 05.
Yeah. Hey, y'all better don't take it lightly.
Yeah, but nobody would have listened. But I get it. Nobody would have listened.
She'd have been a crazy chick talking.
They would have said, stop with your conspiracy theories. That's what they would have told you. They would say, go ahead with that conspiracy theory.
What
like
would you
Noah.
do if you woke up going to the first Mobb Deep show because I need to see Prodigy, my favorite MC perform?
Mobb Deep is her fave for Ty. She loves Prodigy and Mobb Deep.
Wow.
What would I have done?
I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest. I would be just keeping.
I think I would have went to Kobe Cope's office and said, "Why are you so hell bent on trying to get me fired?"
Oh shoot!
Maybe you wouldn't have, but that's
2005.
If I would have dreamt all this for 20 years,
he would be like, hey, he would have said, Mike, you had the dream. You saw where I ended up.
Yeah.
He's like stepping stones,
really
cutthroat.
well. Yeah.
You know the business, Mike. I'm the vice president out here. I gotta get bodies in my way. Get down and lay down, Mike. Get down and lay down.
Setting you up for New York and Dallas. That's what.
I guess.
You know who I want to talk to? Remember they were calling that intern Kobe Cove Jr.
Who?
I wonder. There was an intern they were calling Kobe Cove Jr. right before you left, but he was just a kiss up intern. But I'm sure he wish he had stayed kissing up because he would have been in a good position right now.
She would tell people, hey, yo, Trump going to be president one day.
Yo, that'd be. Oh, I know what I would have done. I know what I would have done.
Let's hear it.
I know all the sports.
I'm shaking.
I know all the sports results.
I
know the Super Bowl winners. I would have bet the money before the season started. I would have never worked a day of my life. I would have 2005. I would have to see who won the Super Bowl in 2005. Who won?
I think you're supposed to have personal gain on like that. I think that alters it.
How does that alter it? Where'd you find those rules?
Because you're using the information. I don't know.
At least like Back to the Future. I learned that from Back to the Future, Mike. You watch Back to the Future. You say you can't change anything, then it changes everything.
I'm gonna invest in AI and Tesla. I'm gonna start figuring out how to get down with these people prior to, I'm gonna figure it out.
I don't need that. I got the winner of every Super Bowl. I don't remember them off the door. I know once the season starts, I know, oh yeah, so-and-so's gonna win. This is so-and-so's year. Definitely hugging my mom. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Moms are selfish. I would tell blacks not to sell their brownstones in NYC. They're not gonna listen to you, Taj, but I love it. And for us to unite to get properties.
Yeah.
And that would have been, you know how frustrating that would be to know it's gonna happen and nobody's gonna listen to you?
Invested in all the current tech. Yeah.
I could testify because I've been there a bunch of times. I used to argue about Bitcoin. I used to argue with family members. Y'all should buy it. I think it was like 15,000. I used to be like, y'all should buy it. We should buy a bit more Bitcoin. And they was like, nigga, shut up. You got student loan debt.
I think it was eBay at that point still. I think we were only rocking with eBay in 05. I don't know if Amazon
You can invest in Amazon immediately.
No, but Mike is right. They won't believe you.
They won't believe you.
You could be rich and people don't believe you. You could tell them how to make money. They're like, well, why should I listen to you? It's like, because you're broke and I'm rich. But like, no, ain't nobody listening.
Do you still have?
You just want it faster.
Do you still have investments in Bitcoin?
I mean, a little bit, but not what I would have done as a family. Like we could have, been all the way up.
I made money on Bitcoin and I took it out.
With the money you won from doing Jamie Foxx show, would you invest that differently? Like in hindsight now, from being on Beat Shazam and winning?
Not really, because my money left due to divorce, not because of the investments.
Would you have still got married? Would you have still got married?
Oh yeah, I got my kids. No, I love my kids. Yeah.
So you would have still went through it.
And I'm so much I'm a better person. Like I learned major lessons. I can say how much it hurt to learn those lessons. But I grew, man. Like I grew from, like even like I said, like leaving radio, all that. I grew. I learned. My perspective is different. I know about the curtain now because I was in the Matrix. Like there's so many things that happened. I didn't know in the moment why it happened, but no, as I said earlier, I want everything to happen just the way it did. Like so if anything was different.
So if you wake up in 2005, you're still gonna get married.
Oh yes.
Knowing all
of
this.
And how about this? It ain't like I was having a bad time that led me to get married. I was completely in love and on top of the world in a way that I never felt before, to the point where I want to be that person the rest of my life and even make a family. Like I want to go back to that. I enjoyed my wedding. I enjoyed all that.
All right, so let's play with this a little bit, because and tell me if I'm getting too personal. You always say there was a love that you missed, that you in 2005, if you knew what you knew.
That was already messed up by then. That's the thing. That was already messed up.
But it was still more brand new. They still would have been a shot.
It was less of a chance. I got more of a chance now than I did freshly after the mess up. That was freshly at. I think that it all fell apart in 2003 for the other person.
Okay. All right.
Like we had already been separated, but 2003 was like, this is never gonna happen. So by 2005, I couldn't have been like, hey, I know I just called you last year. Like nothing was gonna happen.
Do you
It
see?
wasn't.
This is why kids. We love our kids. I love my kids more than anything. Y'all know that. I don't have to preface this. I love my kids. Do you understand? If it wasn't for kids, how I would change everything in 2005?
Well, that's why kids are so amazing. They change everything about your life.
Upside down. I flip it all upside down. Like
the best time of my life was two and almost 4. That's the best time of my life. I would have the absolute worst day in the world. Pull up in the driveway, see my kids or see my daughter jumping up to somebody and hearing them say, "Daddy's home, Daddy's home," and my whole day would be great. Every day was like that. No matter what happened in the world, every day I came home, they would jump in my arms and be so happy to see me. And I was the biggest hero in the world. That was the best time of my life. I could do no wrong, and the world could not bring me down in any way. Like. Perfect ages, 2 and 4, and we would play for like at least an hour and a half,
right?
3 hours.
You didn't cheat on her. She cheated on you, didn't she?
Who? No. We did. We had already agreed to separate well before we was even apart. Really, like
something happened.
One of our major issues was how to discipline the children. That was one of the major issues in our marriage. I was old school. I was old school with discipline. My wife was not. I honestly could say at least half, if not more, of our arguments were about how to raise children. We had very different approaches, and it's actually better to be separate where we could both implement our approaches. Because when we were in the same house trying to both do it, I'm trying to yoke him up, I'm trying to be in his face, and she's like, "Don't do that. You shouldn't do that to him." We're arguing about that more than we're arguing with each other. That was
all Jay want to know about is cheating. All Jay want to know about is who cheated. That's all.
I don't think she cheated at all. I don't think anybody's really involved until we already knew we weren't together. And I didn't realize that till later in life, where people can live in the same house and be completely separated, and y'all just don't know it. So people be thinking, "Yo, she cheated. They cheated." It's like, man, whoa. It's like they ain't been together in years.
I would have jumped into the airline industry back then, traveling for free, because you work for airline is dope. You know what? I'm trying to think. Could I have done my job at that radio station in 2005 without drinking? Could I have been at the clubs all the time? I'm trying to think, could I have been at the clubs all the time? I don't know.
Yeah, you could have.
You might not have enjoyed it as much. You wouldn't have enjoyed it as much.
Yeah,
we enjoyed it every night. We were at the clubs every night. We was there, and I don't know how.
Even that part though, yeah, we did live the dream though. We lived the dream.
No, but my point is, we wouldn't have wanted to do it every night, and I don't know if my turn up on a microphone would have been the same if I was sober.
No, it wouldn't have been. The liquor definitely changes things. It's liquid coverage. You on the mic is a different energy.
It was just enhancing the. I don't know.
Lady Q, please get your husband. She told me to stop. Doc, if I offended you, my bad.
And I already chilled on the reminiscing because Mike started talking just now, and I just started smiling. I said, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I had so many evolutions. I was like, you know what? I said, Jay's in a relationship. Mike is sober. Like, I just smiled and I didn't even comment. I said, I started getting hyped though. I said, we live the dream. And I checked myself. I said, bring it back down, brother. I said, chill out. You're a grown Christian man, and you got people in relationships on this call. I just chilled out. But I'm telling you, when I say we live the dream, the memories was like poof, poof, poof. I said, and it will never be spoken about. Life was good.
All right, we got to the show. Well, I guess life was good.
One of the comments said, "Remember 9/11, Mike. You gotta always remember 9/11."
Oh yeah, it's inside job. Maybe I'll do that Friday too, since we didn't get a chance to. Maybe Friday we show a couple of them clips of the building 7 falling down without getting hit by a plane.
My prayers go out to and I lost a friend, but I didn't lose a family member. I lost 2 friends, but I lost one person I knew and 1 comedy friend. So I put it like that.
It was 3,000 people, 3,000 plus.
Yeah, I pray for everybody. I pray for everybody who will. I pray for everybody who we were deceived about why that took place. That's what
and the soldiers that died, right? And the service people that went overseas
and the service people that had to fill out this lie and go over and do this war. It's a sickening thing. And so my prayers do go out. It isn't crazy how you can go from love to discourse in a span of time. Shake my head. Yeah, it is crazy.
That's what Doc was saying. He was in love, and then she did something. And
no, No, he never
No,
said.
Yeah, we grew apart. We grew apart.
He never said you did.
Build up. It's usually a build
Because
up.
this thing too, when we met, neither of us were parents. So it's not like if now she had a kid and I had a kid, we could have discussed each other's parenting style a little more and known a little more. We didn't even know what type of parents we were gonna be. If you had asked me when I was single, what kind of parent would I be, I would have been wrong, especially as far as my daughter. I'd be like, well, I'm gonna. When I saw her face, I melted, and she kind of had me wrapped around her finger. I can't lie, but that wasn't my plan. But so yeah, none of us knew who we were gonna become. We became two different people when we became parents, and those two people were not as nearly as compatible as the two single versions of ourselves.
But didn't y'all know that going until y'all had different beliefs on parenting?
No. Jay, we talked about having 5 kids. That's how naive we were. We didn't know nothing about parenting and kids. We thought that we could have 5. After we had 1, we was like, 1 more, maybe. We didn't know. We were young kids in love, not knowing anything
But y'all
about
usually
being
talk
parents.
about discipline growing up. Like, yeah, my mom used to do this, and then like, well, I don't agree with that. Yeah, I do though, but I think your kids, like, usually stuff like that come up. Generally.
But you be so in love, you always think that y'all could figure out a way to meet in the middle because y'all just in love. We was honeymoon phasing. Like we didn't. We always figured it's gonna work out for us. It's gonna be different, or we'll figure it out. It's gonna be fine.
That
lovey-dovey, goo goo goo.
Yeah, early in relationships, it's important to discuss y'all parents.
Nobody listen. I talk about these 3 squares, and none of us know what type of parent we're gonna be. We would.
I knew I was a disciplinarian, and I made that very clear. So
well, people agree to stuff, and then when the child is there, it changes things. So she might agree on paper or in theory.
Who did you discipline?
I was checked everything.
Who did you discipline?
I was leading that, running that.
You wasn't running shit. You got divorced. What are you talking about? What was you running?
Oh, what you doing? What y'all doing? What y'all doing on here? How you gonna end the show on these notes?
I was talking about
901.
Let me tell you something. If you think you did a great job as a parent, God bless you. But I think most of y'all who think y'all did a great job as a parent are delusional if you're not honest on how much stuff you would change in your parenting when you hit 40 or 50 years old. Jay Black said,
"Oh yeah, my grandparent game gonna be crazy though. I learned a lot.
My grandparent game is gonna be amazing.
Woo, my grandparent
Mine already
game?
started.
Oh,
mine was already up. My grandparent game already up.
Yeah, you using all them lessons, right? You learned a lot of lessons along your travels.
And I can
just
give
listening
back.
to Lady Q. That was the best thing that ever happened to him. He just listening to Lady Q.
That was the lesson. The lesson was
Lady
sit your head down, right?
Lady Q turned a caveman Philly dude into an actual person that shares feelings, and now is worried about using proper wording, and now is worried about terms that you shouldn't use. And that wasn't Jay.
Celebrating 13 birthdays,
Celebrating 13 birthdays.
Well, you know what's funny, Mike? You know what's funny, Mike? To bring it full circle, when what happened yesterday, when all this stuff was talking about death and assassination and murder, I actually thought about the conversation that you and Jay had, and I was like, you know what? That is why we make the most out of these moments, because that's all we got. We can't even trust what stage, what's a setup, what's real in the world, and you could die at any minute. All you have is, and I thought to myself, that's good that Jay and Lady Q did it big. Do it big as much as you can. Celebrate every little moment, little milestone, because that's all we got. We got our family, we got our moments, and we got things we could control. And I thought about you and him talking about the birthday, and I was like, yeah, live it up while you can, do what you can, and all you really got is your family and your memories. Yep, make memories, make moments, love your family, and be generous, and do what you gotta do out here. Rest in peace of Charlie.
Afro Free talk about mumbling too. He always mumbling when it's about because sometimes y'all don't be hearing me, and I be like,
Jay Black ain't even the disciplinarian in his house now.
What? You crazy?
Hey, Jay. Whoa, Jay. Sometimes you gotta let it go, though, Jay.
You said out your mouth that you're the good. You said that you're the good guy, and that Lady Q, and the only time you get in is when you see it getting a little too much, because you're the one.
I'm gonna advise my client to plead the fifth. I'm gonna advise my client to plead the fifth before my client makes a comment. I'm gonna advise my client to please. Sometimes my lawyer used to do that to me. My lawyer would jump in and stop me from messing up my own case. My lawyer would jump in and be like,
you know what he was about to say? Yeah, when it comes to school, well, what else are you going to be the disciplinarian in?
Well, you have regular household stuff.
Yeah,
you got coming and going. the
Where's your
bias, the rules over
13-year-old
this,
going? Your 13-year-old buys whatever he wants. Lady Q's the one who has to do the disciplinarian stuff.
Throwing hands up don't make it law. Oh, when I throw hands up, I'm expressing my thoughts, and I'm making it very clear that I am. Every man is like y'all can act like
he like to do behind Charlie Kirk, Mike. Jay Black like to do behind Charlie Kirk. all these signs going on.
No, we're a union. No, we're a unit. We together. You know what I mean?
And
but
she got to be the bad guy. She got to be the bad guy.
Oh yeah, she is. I'm the fun one. Yes.
When you're the fun one, you're not the disciplinarian.
But when I get involved, things change. When I raise my voice, I don't raise my voice. When I flex a little bit, get a little husky. Talk firm. Things change. There's a difference.
Yeah.
It's a very difference.
You pop in and out. You're good. You play the good guy most of the time.
Relax before
you're a popper. Relax before manager calls. Lady, you get on the phone.
I told him. I tried. I advise my client. I can't control my client. I can just advise.
He just got checked already with 3 letters. She said, "Sir." That's it. 3 letters. She checked them. It was 3.
Hey.
All right,
this is my day off too. I gotta be here all day with her too in the house. I don't get to go to work.
No. My single friends got me in a lot of trouble in the beginning. I had to figure that out. I said I used to listen to my single friends a lot. After a while, I was like, these niggas are single. They got no consequences to this conversation.
Listening to Mike.
They have no.
Mike has nothing to say. I can't do that.
They have no. Let's go back to Caden using the Apple Pay. Lady Q, everything canceled. Jay Black, well, oh boy, they got memories.
He charged $100 and some odd on some expansion pack for Roblox, and I was like, yo. But I was like, my thought was.
Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this.
As parents, you're supposed to make sure that they are unable to do stuff like that. They shouldn't have the ability.
Who'd you blame?
As you're responsible for your money, your
accounts.
You blame? My accounts are locked. You can't just go on anything and then you take money out of my account without me okaying it. You supposed to have your stuff to where you buy something from Amazon, my card, I need you to see you take it right back off. Take it off because accidents happen. No, remove my card off your Amazon account. I just needed your free shipping. Now take it back off. And like that's on me.
Yeah, you blame Lady Q. You blame Lady Q. I don't have to lock. Let me tell you what a real disciplinarian does. A real disciplinarian says, I ain't got to lock shit in this house. Y'all know better.
That's that. See, you don't want fear though. I don't lead with fear.
Nobody.
That's the difference.
No, this ain't fear. This is you don't. Nobody ever is going to use my debit card or Apple Pay recklessly. That's the disciplinarian.
Jay about to fall for the couldn't be me. That's the classic couldn't be me, Jay. That's the single friend. That's the single friend minefield. Couldn't be me in my house. Wouldn't nobody be charging nothing. I'll be in Bermuda.
I ain't never heard the oops, my bad. I ain't never heard that.
I leave mine unlocked. I wish somebody would.
I wish somebody would.
Don't take the bait, Jay. Don't jump out there, Jay.
I'm holding it in. I'm thinking like that. At the end of the show, I'm processing. Literally.
Come on, it's gonna come out. No.
You got football tonight. You got Big Brother live.
The game's tonight. The game's tonight.
No. He gonna give me one more because it's the one. Because he ain't no disciplinarian. It's gonna come out. He ain't no disciplinarian. Come on. I'll tell you why. I'm not even in the same house with my twins. Me and my ex ain't even together. They sent me a text message about a request that they would like to spend money on a movie. I said, sure.
They supposed to. They ain't supposed to just order movies, $4, $5, $6, and then HD.
Yeah, they know. I know they know. Yes. That's why they called me.
Yes.
That's why
the kids' TV mistakes happen, so you're supposed to have parental controls on theirs.
But I didn't have to lock anything.
He's saying you don't need to lock anything if you actually have it on lock, Jay. No, I'm just gaslighting.
There it is. Right
we're podcasting. We just podcasting. If you got it on lock, you don't need to lock nothing. You know.
There it is.
Don't fall for it, Jay. There you go, Jay. There you go, Jay.
I'm gonna do the block.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Hold
Oh
up.
man,
I failed at my marriage, and I'm still the disciplinary.
You ain't learned nothing.
Don't fall for it. You may shrug your shoulders, throw your hands up. Mike Brown out this joint. Nah. I learned early. You know.
Somebody hit a disciplinary when he huff up, everything changed. All right, y'all. Tomorrow.
Episodes of Wheel of Fortune tonight. I got a lot of family stuff on. I'm just.
Go get that. Knock that out.
Yeah.
Just make sure that card is locked. All right.
Rest in peace to Charlie. Rest in peace to Charlie. My bad. Go ahead, Mike.
I'm going to see Charlie Wilson Sunday. I'm going to check out Charlie Wilson Sunday.
Oh, he's still alive. Oh, Charlie's still alive. My bad.
I'm going to see Charlie Sunday.
Sorry, Charlie.
Yeah,
sorry, Charlie.
Charlie Wilson. What up, Daniel Taylor? All right, y'all. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone, anything, or any circumstance take it from you, because God got me. God got us. For Michael Sean, Jay Black, Fearless, Sexy Mo.
Shout out my wife's website. Shout out WokeUpInspired.com.
Woke Up Inspired. That's right. Game tonight.
You got to keep it in order. You got to keep it in order. C-Chung, Sexy Mo, Amani, Kamari, who had to be out of here, and to Lady Q, Woke Up Inspired, which I do every day, y'all, WokeUpInspired.com. To the hardworking Lady Q, you want your customized shirts. To the disciplinarian, Lady Q, you want customized shirts. For the person who runs the business and runs the house, make sure you pick Lady WokeUpInspired.com. WokeUpInspired.com. We are gone.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.